Viewer discretion is advised.
Washington. Your tone-deaf owner knows nothing about football and you can't fire him. Your best player of all time ended his career like this, and pretty much so did Robert Griffin. You've been absolute dogshit since 1993, Dexter Manley couldn't read, and you signed Albert Hainsworth, and your team name is racist. Let's get your owner out of the way. He created a fall season ticket list so that you would think the demand was higher than it actually was. I guess he had to. Fans of the other teams only need seats once a year. How much does it cost before you even get inside FedEx? Getting out of the parking lot by 2 a.m. on a night game is always fun. You sucked on RG3 so hard you drained his knee. Your QB list is as bad as the Browns. And this sums up last year's season to a T. Jersey, which anyone can make. The Skins don't even own the rights to their own logo because this shirt is racist. It's a wonder not more ripoffs are out there. But really, who has time to hand stitch their own haha Clinton Dix jersey? Burgundy was chosen for the uniforms because if you had a team named the American Pink Faces, your jersey would be pink, right? What I like about FedEx Field is that it is nowhere near Washington, D.C. It's funny that during a Skins broadcast, they show stock footage of the Washington Monument and the Capitol building, but non-locals don't know that Landover is nearly an hour away from the city. Dan Snyder has also made getting to the stadium really difficult and expensive, so best take an Uber when you visit. Also, wow, the earth really is flat. Do not have mascots. That's the New York Giants, New York Jets, Green Bay Packers, Washington Redskins, and the LA Chargers. So fans of those teams, you are spared the derision.
How can we begin this conversation without asking if there truly is a benevolent God? If a megalomaniacal buffoon like this man can be a billionaire despite constant ineptitude and embarrassment is a testament either to the failure of the free market or has discredited every organized religion in existence. He is the anti-Midas of the NFL ownership world. Everything he has touched, he has all but fucked up. Whether it be suing 80-year-old women for reneging on their season tickets, to gouging people for things like access to training camp practices, bottled water, and parking, to ordering the termination of sports show hosts critical of him on local radio stations, his relationship with Redskins fans are Hindenburg levels of disaster. A member of the Washington City paper wrote down a comprehensive list of every single infraction, and it is a sight to behold. Unless you are a Redskins fan, then you just hope he dies quickly. And yes, he tried to sue the writer of that article. His modus operandi as owner? Throw money at everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I like to call the Redskins the champions of the offseason because they chuck untold millions of dollars at aging over-the-hill free agents in order to try and be competitive. His first year as owner saw a whirlwind of these. Deion Sanders, Bruce Smith, Jeff George, Adrian Morrell, Andre Reed, Mark Carrier. It was as if he was amassing the 1993 Pro Bowl team. It was one of the first documented cases of huge off-seasons not panning out on the football field. The thing is, he never learned. Year after year after year, it is the Redskins who are throwing out piles upon piles of money at the likes of Adam Archuleta, Antoine Randall L., Jeremiah Trotter, and the infamous Albert Hainsworth. Look at every worst free agent signings ever list, and there will be at least 3 Redskins on it. Even this year, Josh Norman got a gigantic contract from the Skins, yet he can only play one side of the field. Well done, guys. And then there is his affection for RG3. He ordered everything and the kitchen sink thrown at the Rams to trade up to grab him. He has an outstanding rookie season, then they completely fuck up his career by obliterating his knee. After that, there's this strange love affair between him and Snyder. RG3 is constantly ordered to start games, despite being a shell of what he once was, and he turns into one of the most hated men in town. A lot of that has to do with the near invulnerability given to him by Snyder. It was probably a sad day for him when Kirk Cousins stopped sucking and became a good quarterback.
You like that? You like that?
What truly makes this man a LOLcow, though, is his stubborn defense of the team name, despite countless protests and criticisms from Native Americans and self-flating liberals. Personally, I don't care about the name, but I can see how people could be triggered. Redskin is considered in some areas to be a derogatory slur. To them, it's like calling a team the San Diego Wetbacks. It's an outdated relic from a time when there were separate drinking fountains for colored people. Yet, Snyder hasn't budged, citing "my tradition." He's even gone to the point of faking research articles, creating fake Native supporters, and even entire groups of people who apparently don't take offense to the name. Even when getting caught, like in free agency, he keeps doubling down on the crazy. Both sides of this argument are goddamn retarded and are only interested in pushing an agenda. The Redskins are in a league where a team is named the Chiefs. There are countless teams across America named the Indians, the Warriors, tribes like the Sioux, and there's a hockey team named after a goddamn Indian chief. I think the NFL and America as a whole have bigger issues at hand. I can't even support Snyder in this because the dude is just an absolute asshole whom I want to see fail. Will this ever end, though? Nah, that would involve humility. Dan will just chuck more money at things, hoping that it will make his team into a Super Bowl contender.
Years of soul-searching in the football desert have left many wondering where Schottenheimer has gone off to. Some say ESPN, others say his quiet residence. As a recluse, there is little solace from the football demons. That is, until a traveling showman reaches his hideout. His name is Dan Snyder. He's put together an all-star team from 1993 that disappointed, but will still put all the other teams in town on notice. Of course, why not have a coach who wasn't just great back then, but still is now? It's time to get back onto the saddle with full control of a team. The Redskins sideshow awaits. You know how a team that has significant holes in it sinks when chucked into a lake? That's what happened to the Great Redskins Traveling Circus. Losing 5 straight and spiraling right into a hillside, it's not looking too good. Washington rebounded to win 8 of their last 11. That's a pretty damn good coaching job for a team with no real quarterback. A basement dweller brought back to respectability. It looks promising for the future. But you know something? Dan Snyder isn't entertained by the brand of football Marty plays. He pulls a fast one with his roster control. They're not saying you're fired, just clean out your office and get the hell out. Have fun with Snyder, Redskins fans.
I have no changes or suggestions for this, because according to your owner who knows a lot about things, it's just fine. Definitely not more salty than Redskins fan. You hate your owner, you hate your GM. You finally hired a football guy, then fired him. You hate yourselves for being Redskins fans. 1993 is such a distant memory, even the plaque commemorating that year is being corroded with salt. Poor Redskins fans. You didn't even win the offseason this year.